Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Draw with T or Draw with Tay. Still figuring out the name. And today we are drawing... I've actually slightly forgotten. I'm doing a batch recording of audio. Ah, yes, that's it. Oh, how could I forget this? I am drawing horse hooves. I almost said horse feet. That's actually kind of hilarious. I can imagine that being somebody's username. Comment if you know somebody who goes by horse feet, or if you are now going to go by horse feet. I would totally steal that username, but I'm trying to brand myself as Tegan, so horse feet. Not gonna do any good for me. Yeah, so why am I drawing horse feet? Well, as you know, a couple episodes back, I was drawing horses, and the reason I was drawing horses is the same reason I was drawing big cats and birds and ospreys. It is all in the pursuit to draw one character. Storm Screech, the hippogriff. And as I'm sure most of you know, hippogriffs have the back end of horses. So, after drawing a page of horses, and let's be honest here, drawing a single sketchbook page of stuff is not enough to really get good at a thing. You might learn a few tricks, but one page of horses is not going to make me a master of horses, but I am very impatient. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I want to draw my character, and I just want to be kind of good at it because I'm kind of realizing I have probably less than 3 months. If I'm drawing Storm Screech again, I'm going to change it and probably learn a bit more. You know, I got like 20 characters I gotta get through. Now is probably too early in my story to be worrying too much about specifics, you know. Mainly I'm just impatient. Mainly I am just impatient, and I can't imagine that you guys on YouTube want to see 20 episodes in a row of horses. What the heck am I saying? There's probably somewhere out there who's just dreaming of that. But, you know, I'm just impatient. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I'm drawing horse feet because Storm Screech is going to have hooves, and I need to know how to draw hooves. And I still think it's funny that I was about to say horse feet, because that's a very, kind of a very Guyanese thing to say. I'm half Guyanese, and if you have no idea where Guyana is, pause this video right now, open up Google, type in Guyana, G-U-Y-A-N-A. It's a country. And no, we're not talking about Ghana in Africa. This is Guyana, formerly British Guyana, and it's in South America. Tiny, tiny, poor country. Yeah, so that's where my dad and my grandparents on that side of the family come from. So yeah, I'm biracial. Hello, hi. You just learned something about me today. How does it feel that I'm, you know, not whatever race you imagined me to be? Yeah, this is a very Guyanese thing to say something like horse feet. You know, it's hard to describe. I was born in Canada, so yeah, I don't have the Guyanese lingo. So no reason for me to be calling things horse feet or to be calling a single mouse a mice. But you know, sometimes, you know, slip of the tongue. I don't know. Yeah, so random tangent right off the bat, and I'm not even talking about horse hooves. Still waiting for you guys, my 7 beloved followers. Love you guys. Thank you for being the 7 active people amongst the 127 I think I'm at. That number might go down by the time this video airs, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I do appreciate it. You know, whenever you guys so feel. I seriously am curious. I have so many questions for you guys, and whenever you guys want, just leave a comment. Let's have a discussion. Ooh, this is a very interesting drawing right here. So, I never knew what the backside of a horse's hoof looked like. Now I do, and it looks really strange to me. I've also similarly really never seen the underside of a horse hoof. It feels kind of embarrassing to say that because I grew up on a farm, and when I say farm, I mean more like a tiny little ranch thing. So we didn't really grow crops, but we had cows. And I know cows aren't horses, but when people hear that I, grew up on a farm, they're like, oh, they're thinking like wheat and horses and tractors and literally the three things that I basically had no encounter with in my childhood. I did later, but horses, they're cool creatures. I'm actually liking horses more now as I kind of get older, and obviously now I'm drawing them, and knights rode horses, and anything attached to knights I kind of like, except like real history stuff about knights. Knights were jerks. I mean, I think a lot of people in the medieval era were jerks. Actually, just a lot of people throughout time and space are jerks. But knights, yeah, they were quite assholes. Not a fan. I definitely prefer the more romanticized version of knights. So when I talk about knights, that's the knight I'm talking about. Yeah. So yeah, because horses, horses and knights, and drawn a hippogriff and all that. Really kind of started to like them. By the way, you might have seen I kind of did a weird thing where I held my pencil up in the air. Probably looked like I was trying to do some kind of weird, only known to me root symbol to the camera. Oh yeah, I forgot this is the pencil that keeps breaking. But the reason I'm doing that is if you see me doing weird things with the pencil, kind of... Yeah, it really is a broken pencil. Wow, yeah, this pencil is annoying. But yeah, if you see me doing weird sort of angles with the side of the pencil, I'm either measuring the screen or something on like a book page beside me. And that's kind of a thing artists do if you're not an artist or if you're a young artist. It's like a way of gauging the angle of something. And then you quickly zip it over to your page, and then you draw that angle, and then you know that your angle is going to be good. And anytime I'm doing studies and stuff, I tend to use that a lot because I am terrible with proportions and angles. Actually, I'm kind of terrible at most of it. Ugh, let's not get into that right now. I'm going through, as recording this audio, I'm kind of going through a bit of depression concerning arts and just my life in general. But yeah, I know you really can't tell because I'm so peppy as I'm talking about this, but temporary joy, but kind of just feeling a little blah and malaisey, is that a word? Oh, there we go. Look, I was measuring with my pencil again. Ooh, yeah, this is like the extreme backside of a horse's hoof. I'm so glad I drew this, but if you asked me to draw it from memory, I wouldn't be able to. I probably should study it more. Yeah, but yeah, I really want to draw my Griffin character. Although I did that, I'm recording this audio at the same time that I was doing some future pages, and yeah, there's still a lot to learn, but I don't think either of us really wants to spend hundreds of episodes working on just one thing. At least I don't, and I'm the content maker, so I mean that's kind of a decided thing. Yeah, I really like this page. If I've got one strength, I think I have a strong strength for drawing small things. Like, a whole horse is kind of complicated, kind of scary, and if I draw it too small, I'll rush through it all, and if I draw it too big, the proportions will be off and wrong, and they'll be stiff. But if you just give me, like, the foot of a horse. Oh my god, I said foot of a horse. Oh my god. The hoof of a horse. If you give me the hoof of a horse. I can draw that pretty good with some practice. Like, I'd be confident, it'd be fun. Again, if you give me a crowd of things, one flower, I don't mind drawing. A forest of flowers, and my brain explodes. One star I can do, but if you ask me to do a night sky, somehow I will put them all equilateral distance apart. And don't ask me to do that actually, because the actual time that you actually ask me to do it will probably be the one time that I fail at it. Yeah. Having superpowers would be great if, I could reliably use my weird equilateral Starfield superpower reliably. I was going to say realistically. I mean, I don't even know. Wow, time's flown. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a very, very short episode. Let me guys know if you prefer this. Do you prefer short, long? You know, I just sort of shoot it, you know, however long it takes me to do a drawing. That's you know, that is what it is. I'm not intentionally drawing things longer or intentionally drawing them shorter. Well, I might intentionally draw them shorter if I'm out of time. By the way, this drawing I'm working on right here was where I got a bit fantastical, and I'm like, well, what if I made it like a griffin hoof, and what if they had, like, horseshoes, but, like, they're aggressive horseshoes with, like, you know, it's like, if Horseshoes and Brass Knuckles had a baby, you know, what would that look like? You know, I say that a lot, but, you know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so here I'm just, I think I'm drawing my own horse hooves. So the earlier ones were like from reference, and here I'm just trying to understand it. I'm probably also kind of trying to fill the page because I think like the first half was informative, and then after that it's just kind of a repetition. And repetition's good, but you know, you run out of page space. Anyways, there we go. You guys maybe now have a few insights as to what the back of horse hooves look like. I sure as heck do. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, please, guys. You know, if you comment, I will respond. Anyways, have a good day or night or whatever, and bye.